The key to stimulating muscle growth is the intensity of the exercise.
Experiencing pain in your muscles and then go on, and this last repetitions, that's what makes the muscle grow.
Hi, Hassan Khan here. Welcome to my fitness channel. I run this for fun. Before we jump into natural hypertrophy training, if I can kindly request a quick moment of your time, I have an important message for you. So normally I'm an engineer and software project management consultant by profession. And my message is that we are facing unprecedented times as technology races forward unlike any other time in history, and you might very well be impacted. Basically, AI is eating tactical roles in white-collar jobs silently, and we are facing a 50% headcount reduction by 2030. And if you're impacted, the only way you'll know is if one day your login is removed out of the blue. And that's to avoid spooking the workforce. And even slow-moving organizations will adopt fast once they see themselves losing market share to those ahead of them using AI automation technology. The good news is this trend does create an opportunity. I've spent more than 2,500 hours researching and working on a solution to this issue. I found a McKinsey report which estimates 175 million new AI orchestration roles will be made by 2030. So if you're a coder, a software engineer, or a tactical project manager doing things like scheduling, status updates, spreadsheets, balancing ledger work, business analysis work, your role will be impacted. AI can already do this work. And this isn't to scare you. It's simply the truth. So check out my blog. It teaches you how to pivot to AI deployment project management consulting, totally for free. There is an accelerator program. However, the blog has tons of material for free, including a 90-day roadmap on the transformation. Of course, if you do it with me, you can do it a lot faster, but it is there. And the blog also includes an alert system for new AI orchestration and FinTech contract project management roles. And I made everything myself, all of the tools, the articles, the training portal, and so on. So I encourage you to check it out, and I appreciate your attention. Now, let's get back to pumping weights with my signature intensity-based training for natural hypertrophy. Thank you. Hey, welcome back to Hammer Fitness. My name is Hassan, and you are joining me for a leg workout. Now, before I get into that, let me just give a quick background about this channel. So pretty much the objective I have on this channel is to communicate how to put on 50 pounds of muscle naturally. And not some crazy method where you have to work out multiple hours a day. Just every other day for about an hour is enough to do it if you train correctly, which is exactly what I'm trying to communicate. Now, what makes me in a position to speak on this topic? I started off at 130 pounds after I did a year of cardio. I was like out of shape around 140, 145, and then I got to around 9% body fat at 130. And now I'm at 170 pounds, and I have put on 40 pounds of muscle at constant body fat. So that's what I want to communicate, that it is absolutely possible to put on a lot of muscle if that's your interest. It is my hobby. It was when I was a kid, like in my teens, and then I definitely picked it back up. But now I know more than before, so maybe I can transfer that knowledge forward. Okay, so how do you do it? You need two things. You need what's called intensity-based training. Supersets, drop sets, partial reps, and rest pauses is an absolute must. So you need that, and you need progressive overload, which is you track your reps and your sets, including your half reps for your partials. So as a natural athlete, you do have to put a few things together or you're going to plateau. But if you do put it together, then you can actually make a lot of gains. So first is intensity-based training. Pretty much push yourself to failure, lower the weight a little bit, and then push yourself to failure again. And either that, a drop set, or use what's called a superset with partials, where you push yourself to failure. And once you're at about 90% there, you do these half reps at the lengthened position of the muscle where it's the most stretched. So after you reach failure, you do these reps. I'm noticing a debate online about what type of rep is better, the partial rep or the full rep. like, it doesn't make sense to do partial reps if you still have energy. Just do them at the end. So that's how I do them, and that's what's worked wonders for me. So the first part of the ingredient list is intensity-based training. The second part is 3 protein shakes per day, each with a scoop of creatine, which might seem excessive or whatever, but that's exactly how I did it. And I think it is a key factor because high quality whey protein, it has full amino acid profile and it absorbs the best. And then you get it with stevia as sweetener, not sucralose, and it won't give you gas. 3 protein shakes per day, each with a scoop of creatine. If you put those two things together, then, and you're pushing hard to failure with the supersets and drop sets, you will absolutely be able to put on muscle as a natural, more than you think possible. So in 2 years, I put on 40 pounds of muscle, and I think you'd be able to do the same. Okay, so that's the base ingredient of how you do it. Now, as for the actual program, I do chest and back off, arms, that's biceps, triceps, shoulders off, like day on, day off, day on, day off. And the last workout is legs, which is what we're doing today. Now for legs for me is a sacred workout. It is an opportunity for me to test my mindset, test how strong I am. And I'm motivated to pursue leg training like this because of the one legend of leg training, Tom Platz. And the verbiage he uses to train legs is just like it's life and death. And that speaks to me. Now, of course, I cannot match his intensity, but I do like training that way. And today I need to get in the zone and push as hard as I can. That is my objective. So once I go in there, I do 2 sets of leg extensions, each supersetted with partial reps, meaning I fully destroy the quads before I even hop onto the squatting. The squatting is hack squat. I like that because it isolates the quads, and I'm trying to develop the quad sweep. Plus, I find that normal squatting, my lower back gets fatigued faster than my legs, especially because I do a high volume variance of the exercise. So I'm going to go in there, I'm going to load it up with 3 plates. It took me over 2 years to work myself up to this. The first year I just did 25 pounds to 45 pounds. I incremented by just 1 plate, and I did 9 sets of 20 reps, and I put on lots of leg muscle that way. Absolutely fantastic. Then once that becomes really easy, now what I do is the first set I put on 3 plates. I do 20 reps, ass to grass all the way up, all the way down. And the next 3 sets, so first set is 20 reps with 3 plates. Next 3 sets is I start off with 3 plates, then I drop set to 2, then I drop set to 1, and I use that combination to get me to 20 reps. Okay, so that takes me to the first 4 sets. And then the last sets I put on a 25-pound plate, and it's more of a pump exercise. So I do a variation of just normal squats, closed stance squats, and the sissy squats to get a massive pump, and I'm out of there. It takes me about an hour, and I train calves on arm day. That's all I do, and it's been working absolutely fantastically. So that's the game plan, and I'm gonna get in the zone. I will see you guys inside in about 10 minutes. All right, time to start. So I'm gonna start with 2 sets of leg extensions. Second is gonna be a superset with a drop set and partials. And the first is a superset with partial reps. And before that, it's 20 reps to warm up. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, is a 20 rep warm up with 80 pounds. It's pretty easy. It does start to burn a little, but all right, first working set. So this one's for real. The aim here is to pretty much fully exhaust my quads in 2 sets. So I'm gonna go for 36 full reps, 16 partials after that with 130 pounds, and I'll use rest pauses as needed. All right. Take a 5-second breather at 15. Okay, so that's 23, and the burn is approaching probably an 8.5. All right, we're at 30. These rest pauses is a very effective technique. It keeps you right near the zone of failure. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do 6 in one go and then 16 partials. Pretty good. I'd give the burn about a 9.5. All right, one more set. This one I'm gonna do drop set style. I did also do a 30-minute walk before this. I had material to read on my phone. So let's see how that affects hack squats. But pretty much, I want the legs fully exhausted before I push them to their limits with the hack squat. That's 12, take a rest pause. I always put the setting here so this is pushing my legs back as much as possible to get maximum stretch, and that really helps increase the burn. Okay, I'm gonna drop set it to 80 pounds, my warm-up weight. Okay, I can feel that they're pretty done now. All right, next we do hack squats, the main exercise, which is where I need to push myself. All right, so this is my 3rd time under this weight. I went for 20 reps. The very first time I got 15.5. The second time I got 17.5 and I failed. And this is the set where I have to push with everything I've got. Probably the most important set of my entire month. I hit it at least twice or 3 times per month, every 6 days or so. But I need to make sure that my rest pauses are not too long, but to use them as needed. And when I get to the point of failure, I need to not give up and just keep pushing and fight for 1 inch at a time. So that's the game plan, but it's gonna suck no matter how I prepare myself. So I'm gonna get in the zone and then I'm gonna go for it. All right, that's 5. I'm gonna need a rest pause. All right, that's 8. That was near 100% exertion. So I need a rest pause, and then I'll continue grinding it out. All right, we're at 10. So we'll take it one at a time. Eleven. 12. That was 100% exertion. I think the 30-minute walk made it harder. Okay, I'll take a rest pause. All right, it's gonna be 12.5 for this session. Yeah, I'm gonna take a rest pause. I need to get to 20, so I'm gonna lower the weight a bit. But pretty much, I made a few changes. I did 2 sets of leg extensions. Usually I do 1 superset with the drop set with partials. So I got that mixed up. So I took some leg power, and then I did 30 minutes of cardio before that, which I don't know if it took leg power, but maybe it depleted some energy. So still happy with the effort. Okay, I need 8 more. 1. 2. 3. 4. Quad burning is pretty high. 5. 6. 2 more. Quad burning is out at 10. I'm shifting weight so I can heal the lactic acid 1 leg at a time and get the last 2 reps. All right, sweet. It's at 1. All right, set number 2. So a review of the last set. It's probably the hardest I've exerted, as in I didn't give up when I felt like I was going to drop the weight. I tried harder before I actually did drop the weight, so pretty happy with that. However, the last time I was here I got 17.5, this time was 12, which is not great, but I think the cardio and the more pre-exhaustion is a factor, so still happy with that. But okay, so next set number 2 is going to be a triple drop set. So I'm going to do 5 reps with this, then drop set 1 plate, then 5 reps with that, and then 10 reps with 145-pound plate, and they'll total 20 reps in total. So pretty much for the first set, I go all out, and set 2, 3, 4 are tiered triple level drop set, which are near all out, but not as intense as the first. And the 5th one is lightweight, high rep pump set. Okay, I'm gonna get in the zone, and I'm gonna go for this. All right, I'm near failure, unfortunately, but I'll take a rest pause. All right, sweet, I'm happy with that. They do require a lot of effort. But I knew that before I came here. All right, so 5 more with this. So I'm keeping my feet kind of duck stance, so it hits the outer thigh sweep more. Two more. All right, sweet. Okay, so last level of the drop set. I'm gonna take a rest pause. I need 10 more with this weight. It's definitely harder after the cardio. Mainly because I'm out of breath faster. Five more. One more, but the leg burning is quite high. All right, sweet. Set number 2. All right, set number 3. Morale is back up. Set number 2, I wanted to run away from this exercise. So pretty much first set, I go for 20 reps with the 3 plates, see how many I can get. And then that, I exert myself near maximal. Then the next 3 sets are tiered triple level drop sets. So set number 2 was 5 with the 3 plates, 5 reps with the 2 plates, and then 10 to take me to 20. This is gonna be 4 with the 3 plates, 4 reps, then 4 with the 2 plates, 4 reps, and then drop set to 1 plate, which is gonna be 12 reps to take me to 20. I'll do one more set like that, but it'll be 3, 3, and then 14 with the single 45-pound plate, and I'll conclude it for this exercise. So right now with this weight, I gotta get 4 reps. Struggling more than usual. It's pretty hard. Okay, let me try a different stance. Just need 3 more. right, I don't know if that stance helped, but I need 2 more. I'm just gonna take these one rep at a time. So 2 more. All right. 1 more. Since that barely went up, I will take a bit of a longer rest pause. All right, I didn't touch the bump stop, but I'll take it. I am taking 3-minute and 30-second rest between these sets. My original plan was to do 3-minute rests. Usually I do 1 minute 45 seconds for upper body, but I don't have a choice with these. All right, so I need 4 more with this weight before I drop set it once more. One more. All right, so I'm on the last level of the triple level drop set for set number 3. And to take me to 20 reps, I need 12 reps with this weight. And I'll use rest pauses as needed. All right, that's 5. Seven more. I need 2 more, but the burning is quite intense. So I'm gonna take a rest pause. Transfer load 1 at a time to take the burning, the lactic acid away, and get the last 2. All right, sweet. 1 more working set, and after that is just a pump set, which is easy, so home stretch. All right, last working set. So for here, I need 3 drop set, 3 drop set, and then 14 to take me to the 20 rep mark. So Want to get in the zone? Now I'm going to go for it. That's so hard. Okay, I need 2 more. You need to keep my composure. I'm going to take a rest pause. Take it 1 rep at a time. This was a lot easier last workout. It was still tricky, but it feels more tricky today. All right. Okay, that's not going to happen. Okay, no more doing cardio before training legs. Definitely has an impact. All right, 2. Three. Okay, so that's the first 3 that was supposed to be for the 3 plates. So I need 3 more, which are supposed to be for this weight, and then I can do the drop set. So that's the plan. 3 more with this. All right, 1 more. Take a rest pause, and I should have it in the bag. Sweet. Okay, so for the 4th working set, so far I've done 6 effective reps. I want 14 more to take it to 20, so I'm going to do 14 more with this. That's 4. Take a rest pause. Five. 6. I'm gonna do them in 2s. 7. 8. That was a bad rep. 8. You should have gone lower. Rest pause. 6 more. One. 2. 3. Okay, burning is near max. I'm going to do lactic acid management with transferring load to one knee at a time, letting the other one peel the lactic acid, and then I'll do the last 3. That should be good. One. Shoot, one more. Pretty challenging. But these leg workouts are highly effective. Okay, so 4 working sets are done. Each set had 20 reps. That's 80 reps. And then the last one is a pump set, a 25-pound plate, which is fun. The bulk of the workout is over. Victory. All right. Set 5, pump set. Finally. Got through it. Excellent. Quads are on fire. Now this one is more of a experimental set for me, so I'm trying to learn these things called Sissy squats. So let's see how that goes. All right, that's not going to happen right now because my legs are toast. Instead, I'm going to go to close grip, or I should say close stance, knees over toes. Which is nice for pump as well. All right, pump check time. A quick pump check. That was a really good workout. The crazy triple level drop set with hack squats. So the pump is quite insane actually, to the point where it's removing definition, but I will see you guys for chest and back in the next session. Thanks for joining me.
The key to stimulating muscle growth is the intensity of the exercise.
Experiencing pain in your muscles and then go on, and this last repetitions, that's what makes the muscle grow.